In this video we want to look at graphing inequalities, and this is really the start of doing linear programming, but that's a separate topic in a way. So first of all, I want to graph this inequality, x is greater than 3. Now what I want to do is I want to draw the line x equals 3. So if you were to just draw the line x equals 3 on here, it would look like that. But what I want to do is to actually draw the inequality. So once I've drawn x equals 3, I want to shade everything that I don't want. So I want x to be bigger than 3, so I want this side, so I'm going to shade below the line. There's one more thing, because there's no equals to here, the line is dotted. So this program will do it automatically for me, so let's do it again, hopefully. So x is greater than 3. So it's drawn the line x equals 3, and it's a dotted line because there's no equals to, and it's shaded everything to the left because I don't want that. I want all these values. So all this is what I want. I've shaded what I don't want. So let's have a look at another one. And this is the inequality y is less than or equal to 4. So again, I'm going to type in y is less than or equal to 4. It's going to draw the line y equals 4 here. This time it's going to make it solid because of the equals to in here. And it's going to shade everything above the line because I want y to be less than 4. So there we go, a solid line. It shaded everything above. I want everything below. Now let's move on to do some diagonal lines. Now this one, y is less than or equal to 2x minus 1. Again, I'm going to draw that line, y is equal to 2x minus 1. But then I'm going to shade, now on this one I'm going to shade y less than. So I'm going to shade above the line because I want y to be less than. Here I want y to be less than. So let's make sure this program does it correctly. So there's my equation of the line. It's going to be a solid line because it's the equals to is in there. So this line is 2x minus 1, y equals 2x minus 1. And I want below the line, so we've shaded above the line. Now sometimes you get lines like this. And on this program, I always just concentrate on looking at the y. Sorry, this line. This line I'm concentrating on, and I'm looking at y. 2y greater than. So if I was to rearrange it, the y would be greater than. So I'm going to try and type that equation in again. As it is, 2y plus x less than 1. It's going to be dotted, and I want everything bigger than the line. So I'm going to shade everything that falls below the line. In fact, it might be below the line on this side. So where we go, here's the line, it's dotted. Y is greater than, ignore the x for this one and just say y is greater than. So I want things bigger, so I shade below. Now those quite relatively straightforward questions, but sometimes you get all three put together. So what I've done to save time, I've already drawn these inequalities. X is less than 3. So x is less than 3. So I've drawn this line here, x equals 3. I've shaded above it because I want below it. This line here is the diagonal line. I've drawn that, it's solid, and I want y to be below the line, so I've shaded everything above it. And finally, y is greater than minus 5, so here is y is greater than minus 5, or y equals 5, and I've shaded below it because I want y to be bigger. And quite often you get these questions where it says label the region. So inside here is everything that I'm allowed. So sometimes they say label this region with R or whatever. So this is R. And I'm allowed these coordinates. They fit. So that one fits. That one fits. This one does not fit because it's on the dotted line. But this one here does fit into the region that I want because it's on the solid line. So if it's on a solid line, it's allowed because it's equal to, but if it's on a dotted line, it's not. So I've not allowed this one here. I have these ones here. So all these values, these whole numbers, are all coordinates that fit the region R. Anything along here, notice I'm just doing the whole coordinates to begin with. This one isn't because it's on a dotted line, and all these ones that are inside, they're also allowed. So these are all valid coordinates to fit these three coordinates. And this, as I said, is the start of linear programming, which is probably a step too much at IGCSE.